As 2021 comes to a close, we here at the Comedy Hype News Show are looking back on the year to celebrate all of our most talked about moments. At the end of every episode, we've been telling you guys to put it in the comments, and today on our last episode of the year, we're finally looking back to see what you guys have been saying. Today on the Comedy Hype News Show, we have our Comedy Hype analysts, Vanessa Fraction and Pierre, on the show calling in to respond to our viewers. Now, first and foremost, I'm sad y'all aren't in the studio with me on this last episode, but I guess
we're not gonna talk about that.
I
Cynthia.
know.
We're not. We wanted to be there in heart.
I appreciate y'all being here. So I want to dive in first and just reflecting back on 2021. I don't know why I'm trying to put it in the future. Pierre, I'll come to you first. Just looking back on the year, how has this year been for you?
It's been eventful. Let's just use that word, eventful. As y'all know, I got in it with some people, but you know what? I got a lot of love. I get a lot of love, even on the streets. When I walk on the streets, people say, man, I like how you talk. I like what you're saying, man. I'm rolling with you. So it's been a great year, but I'm glad I've had the ups and downs. I use the word downs when it's coming to competition with another person. But hey, it's part of the thing. I'm here for it. So that's what we're doing. And I appreciate the love that I do receive.
Vanessa, I'll come to you. Reflecting back on 2021, how has it been for you?
Oh, it's been a wonderful year. I would say eventful as well, like Pierre said, because it's been some moments. I don't even know how to put that. I got married at the top of the year. I joined Comedy Hype later on in the year, and joining Comedy Hype was really good. I appreciate the love I've received from my peers. I appreciate being, as Pierre said, as people talk to you in the streets and talk to you on other platforms about you being on Comedy Hype. I really appreciate it. It's been, I've learned a lot. I definitely appreciate and want to say fuck you for some of the comments. No, but it's all good because that means that you're watching and you're engaging, and that's what we want. You don't have to love everything that's said, but we do want you to make it a conversation because comedy is a lifestyle, and we're really bringing that to you. And so it's been a pleasure being a part of that.
And let me just say this real quick, Vanessa, Symphony, because of Comedy Hype, last year's prices ain't this year's prices.
Don't start. Here we go.
Ain't no year's prices.
No, and I'm gonna make sure I get that shirt because that's real. I think the same for me. 2021 has just been eventful. Our time on Comedy Hype has always been a great time, and I'm always appreciative of being able to get different perspective from you all. So as I always say, I love y'all calling in or coming in and having these conversations because it's for the culture, and I love doing things for our people. Now, when we're looking back on the shows, Vanessa, I'll start with you. I know you've been with us. Recently this year, is there a favorite episode or favorite guest that we've had on the show of yours?
All of them I've learned something from, all the guests, I've had fun with most of them. Let me think. I've appreciated all of them coming through. I love working with Pierre and Capone. We fuss like brothers and sisters, but and Symphony, you've been an absolute treasure. I did something on the side with you with something that you have going on, and that was one of the highlights of my year. I must say, we visited a ranch, a Black-owned ranch, and it was super dope. So everything that Comedy Hype has brought for me this year, again, it's been good. I'll count it all joy. So I can't say anything specifically that just sticks out because it's been like almost every episode is some stuff. You know what I mean? So, I can't pick out just one because each and every one, it just has something that you can grab hold to. So
right now, Pierre, I see you over there thinking and I see your face. So I'm going to throw that same question to you. Do you have a favorite episode and/or guest that has been on the show?
Come on, girl. Let's not play the game. Let's not play these games here. Okay? Let's not play these games on the show. First of all, let me just say, 99% of the people come in, show me love. I show them love, respect. They really, really respect me and what I've done in my body of work. So I'm kudos to all the people who come in. Now, have there been a couple of people who I butted heads with? Yeah, let's talk about RZA. RZA Islam. Okay, we butted heads. I respect. I said, like I told him before, I respect him and what he does. I just didn't respect what he said. I didn't like what he said at that point. And it's funny how his minions, came after me, and I was like, okay, I get what this is. And then my man, the brother Kwame Brown, me and him bumped heads and stuff. So I've learned how to deal with bumping heads with some people, and it sharpened me. Iron sharpens iron as far as I'm concerned, and they're very opinionated. I'm very opinionated. I'm not backing up. I don't give a damn what they say in the comments to me. It's on and popping. I'm opinionated young man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is what it is. You might just see me from, not you, but the people in the fans might see me from movies only and comedy shows. Think, oh, he's just a comedian. He's just a funny guy. No, bro, I brings it, nigga. I brings it. That's what's gonna happen now. You don't have to like me, but I'm going to bring it every week the way I am, because there's a segment of people who love what I do, love how I say and speak. I'm not going to devalue them and put them away because you don't like it, what I'm saying and all that. So yeah, the 2 episodes was stand out with the Kwame one and the RZA one, Islam.
Yeah, I would say for me, I don't know if anybody was on the show. I think it was just me, and it was like we did a call in, but Deborah Wilson called in, and we had a great conversation, very informative, and I learned a lot. But honestly, and I don't know if anybody knows other than our production, off air, she caught me off guard a little bit because she was like, yeah, you the HBIC, and I was like, typically that's like the head beat in charge. And so when she said it, but she made it like it was this very thorough and loving. But like when she first, called me a bitch, I was like, dang, Deborah, like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you first. But it ended up being very loving, and she explained exactly what she meant. So for me, that was my favorite because, at first I was caught off guard, but just being able to have that personal, and that's with anybody that's come on, being able to have that conversation, but also get to know them as a person outside of their art and what we see on TV. So, that's probably been my favorite. Now, before we head into the comments, because like I said, we always tell people to put it in the comments. We've been so strong. Actually, we're gonna go straight into the comments, and then at the end, I want y'all to tell me if there's somebody that you want to see on the show. So I'm gonna start with you, Pierre. These are
Yay! Pierre gets to start. Yay!
Because Pierre, you kicked it off for us, telling people to put it in the comments, and they did exactly that. And I want to give you a chance to respond to them. First one up is from Roddy Richardson, who says, Pierre is a clown. He's an agent for white supremacy.
Well, I mean, if he wants to look at it that way, he doesn't know my background, my history of, being a Million Man March, Black Lives Matter marching and stuff like that. Mentoring Black young boys and stuff, talking to Black schools and so forth. He don't know that, and it's okay. That's what he wants to say through what he sees on there, and he can only judge from there. So that's his opinion of what he says. But people who know me know how thorough I am, especially in the Black community. But I'm going to put the Black people's feet on the fire too. I don't just give Black people passes just because they're Black. And a lot of times people just want you to do that just because we're Black. We should be able to do what we want to. No, sir. So that's my voice. I'm going to speak it.
All right. Next one up is Joe Stroman says Pierre's voice feels snitchish.
Oh, okay. Snitches. So let me see that. I would tell. Well, maybe he's right in that factor. Yeah, if you out there acting an ass and shit, yes, I will pull your coattail. So he has a point there. If it's snitches, let's call it all the way.
Snitchy.
If he calls it snitchy, so what he wants me to do is when people are doing foul shit, turn my head away and walk away like I ain't seen nothing. No, sir, brother. That's not how change happens, brother. You're the type of person that lets people sell drugs in front of your house and don't say nothing because you don't be a snitch. See, I'm going to say something. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to go out there. So, yeah, we different, bro. We different. I'm snitches. But what are you, bitches?
Okay.
Put that in the comment.
Now, I wanted to end on a positive one for you, or we'll see how you take it. So, Batman Robin said, I'm convinced that Pierre is the Stephen A. Smith of comedy.
Ooh, first of all, I'm way more handsome than him, okay? And my suit fits me better. Let's get out of the way first. But I see what he said. I get what he's saying. I'm more the voice, the rebel rouser of the show. Maybe I'll say that much. So if that's what he wants to pick, that's fine. That's a compliment to me. Stephen A. Smith is the highest paid sports announcer or sports analyst out there. The highest paid. Understand? Highest paid. So if you want to compare me to him, I'll take that. I might not be the highest paid on comedy hype, but we never know.
Which is egregious.
All right, Vanessa, I'll come to you next. We have David who says...
Good job, Pierre.
Vanessa, David says, Vanessa reminds me of the girl who went off on Dion Cole in Barbershop.
Oh, well, how nice. Because I am the girl that went off on Dion in Barbershop.
Okay.
Oh, good looking. You're following my career. Mwah. Yeah, that is me. So I appreciate good looking. That was nice.
All right, we have Kyrie Williams who says, sometimes I think Vanessa just likes to hear herself talk.
Oh, Angel, you would be correct. I do. I love my voice. No, I don't like hearing myself talk. Even though I have a nice little quiet storm voice, I've, hosted a couple radio shows. But no, you just want to get your point across. And sometimes you kind of over talk in trying to get that and trying to do that. But guess what? They have editors in the back. So if they wanted me to shut up, they could just cut me off.
That's true. And then we have DJ Big Six who says, Pierre and Vanessa too politically correct for me. It's like they're trying to work with Kevin Hart. I get it, but dang, Capone is a real one. Salute.
Oh, nice. Salute to Capone always, but salute to me and Pierre because we do work with Kevin Hart and people like that. So, I mean, it's not about being politically correct, but to his point, I just had to be on a show with Kevin Hart earlier in the year. We were on Celebrity Game Face, and I don't have anything against him. This is Comedy Hype News. This is about comedy news. Kevin is at the top of comedy. You know what I mean? And so we're going to talk about him a lot, but I personally don't have anything against anyone. We just really have to talk. We're brought these subjects and we talk about them. And so, yeah, I have no reason to shit on anybody. And I do look forward to working with Kevin Hart and people like that in my future. So I'm always going to try to be objective and look at both and look at all sides of it. So, yeah, I probably sound in the middle a lot because I see a lot of different views of it. And it's up to you to put it in the comments and say how you feel.
Well,
Pierre, I'll let you respond to that.
And I think I know what they mean by the Kevin Hart or whatever. What they want me to be is it called slanderous or salacious? They want me to just go negative. I look at the fairness of something. Like I said, any situation. Kevin Hart has a career that people watch. Even the girl Nicole Byers, she was just had a show that there's a fan base for that. I say they have a right to have their own stuff. Maybe I might not like it or approve it, but they have a right to do what they do because there is a fan base for that. So people on there who want me to shit on certain people because they don't like that person, they want me to have the same idea as them. But I don't like Kevin Hart. I think he's corny. Well, that's fine if you think that. I don't have to say that. Why can I say, look, he might not be my taste or she might not be my taste, but they have a right to do what they want to do because there's a fan base that likes them. All of a sudden, everybody's like, man, damn that fan base. It's about me and the way I feel about Nicole. I feel about Faison. I feel about Kevin Hart. Well, that's how you feel. So if I don't go along with you, then all of a sudden I'm the wrong person. Why don't you go along with me or me calling you the wrong person or saying you whatever, middle groundish or whatever you want to say. No, I just say this. Hey, people have a right to do what they want to do. We can debate it and not like it, but then we still have to give them the right to do it and express that they have a right to have their specials or their voice because there is a fan base. You don't become a millionaire because no one likes you.
Right. No, I appreciate you all for responding. So last but not least, I know Capone isn't here with us. He had a couple of comments as well, but I'll read mine and then we'll close out from there. So Ed Reed says, Symphony shaking that car in every video. Supreme of Shades added to that and said, shake it like a Polaroid picture. If I didn't shake the cards, you probably wouldn't get these words pronounced the way that you need them pronounced. So I'm just making sure to give you what you need.
Nice.
That's all. And then last but not least, T. Daniel says, is Symphony single? Because she is my type and I really want to get to know her. I'm 6'5", athletic, no kids, brown skin, live by myself, and 35. What is this? I think this time says like red flag. Like there are a couple red flags there. Yes, Symphony is single, not looking, but I appreciate you leaving a comment. You keep supporting and I'll give you love through the information that I'm giving you. But you're 6'5", athletic, no kids, brown skin, live by yourself, 35-year-old. I'm happy for you and I wish you nothing but the best and happy holidays. So that's our segment of, as Pierre would say, put it in the comments. As always, guys, I appreciate you for chiming in. Before we head out, I do want to give us a chance as we go into the new year. Who are some people that you may want to see on the show? Kind of like a call to action where we're saying, we're inviting people. So I'll start with you, Pierre. Is there anyone that you want to see on the show as we go into the new year?
No, when it was asked earlier, I couldn't think of anybody. There's no one I really want to see. I'm open for whoever comes or whoever has something to talk about. I'll talk about it with them. There's some people who in the game that would be cool to come on, but they may not want to come on. I don't mention their names, for reasons. But hey, anybody that want to come on, bring it, man. I most likely would know them and know of them, so we're gonna have some kind of conversation. So I'm welcome to anybody to come on the show.
That's the way to close out. I guess I'll say I want to see more like up and coming comedians. I think you all have a lot of wisdom to provide to them. So as we go into the new year, I hope we do see more of them on the show just so they can get some of that wisdom and be able to have conversations with you all. Because I'm not a comedian, but I get so much information and just, things about life from you all as being a part of the show. So them being on the show, I think they can get that as well. And then, of course, like you said, Pierre, anybody that's willing or open to come and have a conversation, a real conversation in dialect that, our culture and our community needs to hear. So
I want to give a big shout out to everybody, the Comedy Hype family. You run it so well. I really appreciate it. You've helped me out. The whole thing has helped me. It gave me another, kick in the, my career boost and stuff. So I really want to thank you guys. And that's why I try to come on the show and be as authentic as possible for me, because you've got to give me a platform to speak on. And let me tell you, things have changed since I've been on the show. I'm greatly appreciative of the whole crew and my man John, who runs it, man. I'm thankful for it. And the expanding stuff that comes from there, and the people on the street who show me love now, who come back to me and say, yo, I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate that. So Comedy Hype, thank you. And guess what, y'all? Put in the comments, I'm here until the wheels fall off as far as I'm concerned. So you can say all the stuff you want. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere, okay? What we do here.
There we go. Yeah.
Because Comedy Hype, will be my hustle to my side hustle, back to my hustle. I don't give a damn, but it's going to be my hustle, okay?
There we go. I'm pretty sure we'll appreciate it. So a toast to Comedy Hype, and we appreciate all of our viewers and supporters. Now, before we head out, this week on our Hype 'em Up segment where we spotlight someone in the industry who's making noise and impacting the culture, we have our very own Hype Crew hosted by Scholar Social. So as we close out, and we're going to close out this way, let's take a look at this clip.
Hey, my name is Zaya, a member of the Scholar Social, bringing you hype news from the Hype Crew. This week, we are spotlighting Wellington Ajoku, a stand-up comedian, actor, and pop culture commentator. Wellington specializes in reenactments, Steve Harvey skits, and so much more. Check out this video on Wellington's Instagram account.
But for you haters, this a word for y'all. For those of y'all that said, Steve, you done gone too far now. I ain't gone far enough. Let me tell y'all something. Listen here. You know why they call me Thousand Island Ranch? Because I be dressing. I be dressing.
And why do I pass out the blue cheese award? Because I be dressing.
There's a saying out there that goes, you pay the cost to be the boss. You want to know what Steve Harvey's saying is? You want to know what Harvey's saying is? You want to know what my saying is? I pay the cost not to shop at Ross. Watch out now. Every time you turn on that TV, you going to see me. And I tell Sid and Marjorie this all the time when people ask me, why you got to be sharp every time? Because you paid attention. I might as well give you your money's worth. Catch up, small fry. I'm trying not to lose you, but I ain't slowing down. Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears, Katy Perry and Riff Raff ain't had nothing on this denim right here. You see them? Look at the shoes too. What Wendy Williams say? Put the foot cam on it. Look at the shoes too. Get close up on the shoes. You see that camel hump buck back smooth shoe, boy? It's Middle Eastern, boy. And for all you young folks that don't understand nothing that's being told to you unless it's in the form of rap, this for you. DJ D-Rec, cut the beat. Denim on killing them. Looking like I'm all drilling them. Hating on the sideline, sitting on the bench, looking at me like you know that you feeling them. Watch out now. That's for you. To be honest, that whole suit had me chafing. Whoa, my deodorant out.
And I think that's a great way to close out. A farewell to everyone and happy holidays. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you, Vanessa, for calling in. And a final sign off for Comedy Hype News. I'm Symphony Thompson.
Put it in the comments.
We'll see you in January.
For Comedy Hype News.
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 For Comedy Hype News, I'm Jay Will.
Looking for nostalgia? We got classic comedy films. Looking for something original? We got never-before-seen stand-up specials. Looking for funny, dope content? It's all right here at Comedy Hype. Sign up for Comedy Hype streaming platform at comedyhype.com.